Here's another interesting one. Bitcoin is the first financial system in history that doesn't require personhood for ownership of money. Every single financial system we have, at the end of the day, money is owned by either a person or a collection of people as a corporation. That is a fundamental truth. It's required by the legal system. Bitcoin doesn't care. You can be software and you can own money. Software can own money. Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that management. Actually, the thing I expect to take off first in Bitcoin is very cumbersome cross-border transactions, and there are three categories of that. The first one is companies that need to pay suppliers, subcontractors, and partners all across the world. And these cross-border transactions are horribly expensive, very slow, extremely cumbersome. They have huge overheads and friction. The second one is basic import-export. If you're doing transnational trade, then using a transnational currency actually makes a lot of sense. There are disadvantages with the dollar. There are disadvantages with traditional wire transfers that Bitcoin solves. So it's practical.
The bank created that product to sell money. You can't just loan people money. You need a product in between. Like when people start really understanding what I'm telling them, they're like, wait, what did he just say? The bank can't lend money for just money. Like you need a reason to borrow money. Oh, you're starting a business. That's a reason, but it's really risky for the bank. What if a bunch of bankers sitting around drinking bourbon? Dude, we need to lend more money. We got to lend money out, man. That's how we make money. We get people to give us $1. We lend it out 9 times.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and NWO book. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. And then also those who've been shopping at the store, you've been blowing the store up, much love to you. Now, guys, of course, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Now, of course, right now we have Bitcoin and cryptos headed lower. Of course, we have, for some reason, Chainlink's pump when the rest of the market is down. But Chainlink has a little increase. But guys, like I stated, this is only back. So don't get confused about it. Of course, if you're a trader, you love this. You love the volatility because you're making money. But that's all this is. Once back is over, then of course we move right back up until when? BitMEX and CME. So make sure we have the date so we know when we head lower, head higher. Now, why does this happen? The reason why, guys, because we have no utility yet. Once we get utility, we won't have the volatility. And of course, the bull market will start. And then we head up. And like I stated, the bull market will start at the end of next month, starting into October. We start to move up. Now, just like I said, we're still going to have up and downs, but definitely we're going to keep moving up. Now, getting over into the actual crypto news. Now, basically, I went over in the past few videos, I went over how 5G, satellites, and we all see this coming together. We have XRP come out and say it's not competing with stable coins and CBDCs. We know Ripplenet is going to be running the system as far as like the Federal Reserve and the central banks. What does Ripplenet have in common with that? Because Ripplenet is going to be safe in the back. No customer is going to know they're going to be using XRP or whatever program they're going to be using on Ripple. You can't see it. The same way nobody knows the central banks and the Federal Reserve. That's why you ask 99% of people, they won't be able to tell you anything on what they do. And the same thing is going to go with Ripplenet. Ripplenet is nothing but an extension of the central banks. So I need for you to make sure you understand that. Now, when we actually get into the system, now we have robots. When we go over Andrea's comments, you have robots that are going to be controlling the whole system. That's the reason why they need these satellites, these 5G. It is no human is going to be involved, guys. No human whatsoever. And then he went over how Bitcoin is going to be able to make things simple, but it's not just Bitcoin. It's Ripplenet that's going to be able to move these stable coins, these cryptocurrencies around, but you're not going to be able to see it. And then also in the last video we have Cardone. What is he talking about? Loans. That's all we're hearing about in the DeFi market is loans. Because what? It's going to attract fees, but you're not going to have the brick and mortar anymore. So they're going to be able to make the same amount of money they're making right now, but they're not going to have any overhead, guys. So I just need for you to make sure you think of that and where this is going. No human is going to be involved in all these actions when we're looking at crypto. No human is going to be involved. All algorithms, robots, AI. Now also we had the Ripple Senior Vice President of Products talk about they're going to be offering loans soon after this DeFi boom. So we clearly know how the banks stay in business. It's through loans, money laundering, drug running, gun running. Now we also had Goldman Sachs executive leaves to go to Ripple. And what does that have in common, guys? All your central bank, Federal Reserve guys come from where? Goldman Sachs. Ripple is nothing but an extension of the central banks, guys. Wake up. That's all it is. Now we had China iron importer favor crypto over the US dollar. We know that China is getting ready for this digital yuan. Just like I said, once that's approved, then we have the Bitcoin ETF, and it's nothing but the races will begin. We have Grayscale basically said that Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin will be traded publicly. Litecoin is another one that sits in the dark that nobody really thinks about, but Litecoin is definitely going to be up there with the rest. It's one of the oldest cryptocurrencies, guys. Don't forget about that. Now we have Algorand, new upgrade, targets DeFi. It's like I said, DeFi is going to be big. We have the CME. What did it say? Hit an all-time open interest at 998 million, almost $1 billion. So make sure we keep that in the back of our mind. Next month, we already got to worry about this month, but next month also. If they keep hitting records, we know what? We know that we're going to head lower until utility comes. Now, we had the Bank of England is going to basically go over, the governor, Andrew Bailey, is going to go over the future of cryptocurrency and stable coins. And that's September 3rd, guys. So make sure you're watching that. We know the Bank of England is what? Part of the Rothschilds, guys. So make sure anything that goes there, you want to make sure you're listening to. Trump's speeches, why you want to listen to it? Because that's New World Order talk, it's not Trump. Now we had Waves power the first crypto-backed loan for Russia. So just like I said, guys, loans is how the banks make the money. We had the UK regulator grants license for digital securities exchange, RChecks. So basically we slowly see this is a global effort, guys. The New World Order. It's all going to be on one system. These cryptocurrencies are not for us, guys. These cryptocurrencies, Skynet, is for the robots. All going to be ran. All your trains, everything is going to be ran for 5G. We have TD Bank partner with a fintech bank to make payments faster. Also, the Brazilian bank partners to make payments faster. So, guys, that's all we see is these big banks partner with fintech banks. Why? Because that's going to cut all their overhead. That's all this is about, guys. All it's about. Remember I said everything is going to be automated. We also had the Ant Group. Said they're going to be creating a financial platform. And you know that's a tech giant, big company, doing the same thing. Now getting over the world news, we have Turkey panic over the massive inflation. Guys, we're going to start seeing a lot of that in different countries. We're not feeling the United States, and we're not going to feel it. Because why? Because we still have the guns, guys. That's why. So the fact is, the only thing they're going to do is create the problem, come in with what? Wait for the reaction and come in with the solution. And that's going to be the digital currencies. And then also, lastly, we had Pizza Hut close over 300 stores. Guys, you're going to see a whole lot more of that. All these brick and mortars are going to be closing down. Retail companies are going to be closing down. We already see the automated cars, the autonomous cars the robots that can deliver the pizzas, deliver anything you want. So right now, we see humans driving the cars. We see humans, delivering whatever, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever you're doing. All this is going to be done by the robots, guys. It's coming. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and your book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, you have your stocks, Cobalt, banking, gaming, your chip stocks. Also, everybody's sitting at home. Don't forget about those stocks. You have the C word, the biotechs. Don't forget about those. And then also, because everybody's sitting at home doing what? Waiting on that free money. We ain't heard nothing else about that Trump executive order. They're supposed to do it so fast. We ain't heard nothing else about it. So guys, don't forget the game. But what are they doing? Sitting at home, drinking, smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.